So first of all, the name being revealed has earned back-to-back coverage in British media so far. How would you describe the reaction in the UK?
Well, the reaction has been one of confusion in some senses. People can't quite understand how, yet again, there is a well-known jihadi, this time internationally renowned, who the intelligence services had already been monitoring, and yet he seems able to leave the country. He went to Syria, he's joined IS, and he's not only done that, but he's become the most famous beheader in all of those infamous videos. Exactly. Of course, it's not always easy for the intelligence services, even when they are monitoring someone, to keep tabs on them all the time or to stop them traveling. Sometimes they're gathering intelligence, people slip through their fingers and the like. But certainly questions are being asked when it seems clear that he was being followed by them for some time. He was detained when he traveled for this so-called safari holiday, flown straight away to Holland, where he was interrogated. He claimed to the organization Cage that he was interrogated there by an MI5 agent, and then he also claims that he was held within the UK when he returned from Kuwait, having made a new home there. So certainly they had a sense that this was somebody they were trying to keep control of and keep tabs of.
It's interesting because looking into his backstory, and obviously very little of it has been completely confirmed at this point, but those early detentions that you mentioned on the way to a safari, some reports essentially show that his detention was before he had turned to jihadism, so to speak, and that those detentions are actually what he claims drove him to the Islamic State and to jihadism. So it's a fine line for the UK of detention and tracking all of these potential terrorists.
Well, that is the claim of the group Cage, which is a highly controversial UK pressure group, which advocates for people who are being investigated by the intelligence services. Of course, many have accused Cage of taking a pro-jihadi line quite often. Their main spokesman has in fact been seen on YouTube videos speaking at rallies where he certainly seems to have been advocating jihad himself. So one has to take that with a pinch of salt. I think it's clear that everybody with a calm mind about this knows that somebody that makes the decision to go to Syria, join IS, and take part in brutal and very visible beheadings is not really somebody who was turned into that by the intelligence services investigating them.
Now that the name has been put out there and that background is there, does it look like maybe pressure from within the UK will make its way, will filter to the government?
Well, the government has been adamant that it, condemns everything that is going on there. And David Cameron's spokesman has spoken out again to say that they won't confirm any of this new information. They won't confirm whether this is the name they're attaching to Jihadi John. But of course, it's thought that they and the US intelligence services have known for at least some months exactly who this person was.
Jonathan Sacerdoti in London, thanks very much for this, as always.